Welcome back to Romance in the Wild. This is your girl Charley. Today we're going to do Rent Paid in Full by Jessie H. Rain. Hit it!
Grab yourself a book, turn the lights down low. It's time, everybody, for Romance in the Woe.
Rent Paid in Full by Jessie H. Rain. Now, this is a great concept. I love this book. I highly recommend it. Now, the whole concept is you have Ryan. Now, Ryan is kind of a moody guy. He's been bullied in the past, so because of being bullied when he was in high school, he just kind of has put up the wall around him. So he comes across kind of broody, kind of, snarky. He just keeps himself, alone, basically. He has, really no friends. And so he works all the time. He's a university student. He lives in a dorm. And he's gone from roommate to roommate to roommate. He constantly finds an excuse to have to move. Again, I think he does that because he doesn't want to get close to anyone. Because again, he doesn't want to be hurt by anybody. So what happens is he gets a new roommate. He moves into the roommate. And the roommate is Miller. Now, the difference between Miller and Ryan is that Ryan is dirt poor. He's struggling. He's barely making it. He barely has enough food to even eat. He has a junky truck. He's paying for college. He moved away from his parents. He's completely on his own. Now, Miller is very wealthy. He doesn't have a great family background, but they're very wealthy, so he can have anything he wants. He doesn't work because he doesn't have to work. He has this great lifestyle. He wears the best clothing. He's very popular. Everyone likes him. He's very well dressed. But the thing with Miller that I like is normally when you have the rich guy is the complete jerk. He's, pushing everybody around. He's being the bully. And the writer could really have done this into like a dark bully romance if he wanted to, but they didn't do it like that. Instead, what Jessie H. Rain did is that they made Miller kind of really a charming guy. He's kind of a nurturing guy in a way. Now, don't get me wrong, he's very strong. He's very protective. If you're his friend, he's going to go out of his way to take care of you and watch over you, make sure you're okay. So Miller is very sensitive inside, but you wouldn't think that. But he's also very handsome. So what happens is that, of course, Ryan moves in. He's thinking, okay, it's just a place to sleep, and I'm done. But slowly Miller starts Miller's that guy who's going to talk all the time. And you're just sitting there going, okay, whatever. You're hot, but I'm not going to do anything. So Miller is intrigued by Ryan. He wants to get to know Ryan. He wants to ask him all these questions. And Ryan's constantly going. He has to work constantly. He's doing all these extra shifts. His truck breaks down, so now he's got all these fines. He's overwhelmed. He's extremely stressed out, and when he's stressed out, he kind of is barky towards Miller. And Miller starts to come with this great idea. He says, "You know what? I think we can help each other. You need the money. I've got the money. Just do a few things for that. And how do I word this? So, in order for Ryan to get paid by Miller, he has to do intimate things like kissing." Other things I can't say, but you get what I'm saying. Intimate play, basically, and each different one is a higher price. So at first Ryan's like, no, I can't do this, I'm not gonna do this, you're a jerk, whatever. Miller's not a jerk. So Ryan eventually is kind of intrigued because, Miller is hot, he's handsome, they're in the room, he's like, you can't tell anybody, it's private, we won't do this. So then slowly Miller starts kind of worming his way in, like, okay, here's some money. You can do this. And we're like, go ahead, okay, I'll do it. And then slowly things start developing. Now, again, Miller doesn't hold this over his head. He's not like he's coming at him, intimidating him. He's like, he tells him, your choice. I'm never going to force you. You decide how far you want to go or what we're going to do. I've got the money. I've got the idea. You decide. He does whatever he thinks Ryan will be comfortable with. Now, Ryan's comfort isn't really that he doesn't want to do these things. It's that he does want to do these things, and that makes him uncomfortable because that's letting somebody in. And Miller is a great guy. Like I said, Miller introduces Ryan to his friends. He tries to start slowly including him in his life. And Miller is on the way to making Ryan's life actually better, and Ryan doesn't see that. Now, I love how this is written, and I say that, but I picked these books because of how well written they are. I'm not going to give you guys a recommendation of a book that I don't care for. I only do positive reviews, as you all know. So I read these books. If I love them, I'm going to review them and share them with you. So Rent Paid in Full, I thought was a great book. It's a great concept. There's a lot of sweetness in it. There's humor in it. I just love the fact that you know what Miller's thinking. You also know what Ryan's thinking. So it's not just you guessing. You know how they both think. Now, another interesting thing is that you get not only just when you get to the ending, you know how sometimes you read a book and you go, oh, what? I wish I had like a couple years in advance to see like what happened. You know, where are they at? You know, are they doing okay? Has a relationship developing? You get that in this book. I think that Jesse H. Rain adds on like 6 more years. So you get further into the future. You know where they're at. You know how they feel. You find out more about their relationship and the feelings. And it's a very beautifully written book. I love the characters, Ryan and Miller. Both of them kind of grow because of the other one. And in a way, they both heal each other. Because again, Miller doesn't have a great family background. It's not that he was abused. He saw a lot of fighting. And because of when you have 2 parents are fighting, they kind of tend to forget they have a child who is watching. Miller watched this. He took it all in. It deeply affected him. You have Ryan, who again was bullied. So that deeply affected him because again, he used to be this wonderful sunshine basically. And then because of these bullies, he kind of went into himself and he kind of lost part of himself. But Miller kind of brings that out of him. Now this is very steamy. It's very sweet and romantic, and it's also very funny. So I highly recommend Rent Paid in Full by Jesse H. Rain. Until next time.